Hello everybody and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is going to be a new series on my channel that I'm going to be starting. I'm going to be starting a completely fresh save file and trying to complete the game. I have actually done the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus before. I'd done a series on it just before the Farewell to Arms update came out. But I thought, as I've got so many new subscribers and there's so many people here that won't have seen that series, I thought I'd reboot it and start again. And I mean, to be honest, I actually quite enjoy this game. I've got like hundreds of hours in it, so I really enjoy it. So I'm okay with starting again. And also, my previous playthrough did have mods on, and I think this one I'm going to refrain from using mods, or at least if I do use any, it'll only be like graphical mods, because I think that a lot of people that watched it, or started watching it at least, got a bit confused by some of the items being modded items, and they're not knowing which ones were modded and which ones weren't, and I feel like that maybe took away from the experience a little bit. But yeah, we're going to get right into this. Got a new save file here, and we're going to be doing our first run as Isaac. We're of course going to play on hard mode, and yeah, we're going to try and complete the game. Now, for those of you that know the Binding of Isaac, this first run is going to be a little shorter than normal. We're actually going to be able to get a tinted rock right there. For those of you that haven't played this game, by the way, that rock there was a tinted rock. It's got a little blue tint on it and an X on the rock, and it gives you special consumables, such as soul hearts. You can see another one right there, look. So if we get any more bombs, actually we do have a bomb, we got one from the tinted rock, we'll be able to open that up as well. And that's going to be a really good start to this floor. But back onto the train of thought that I was saying earlier, this run is going to be shorter than most runs will be, as this run does indeed only go to Mum's foot, which is the first big boss of the game. I Can See Forever is great. Got a very good first floor here. It's going to mean that this run will be shorter than runs would be on average, because we haven't unlocked the later bosses yet. Unlike Enter the Gungeon, this game has a progression-based system where you actually have to unlock the bosses that you fight. Most of the normal bosses are fine, but once you get past Mum's Foot, which is the first, like I said, major boss, then you have to unlock the rest of the bosses, and that means we won't actually be able to progress as far as normal in a run where we've unlocked everything. So this run will end up only being around 20 to 25 minutes, maybe a little less. It really depends on the items we get. So far, this first floor has been very, very good. Very enjoyable as well. We've got some really good stuff. 3 soul hearts right off the bat is great. Like I said, for those of you that know Binding of Isaac, a lot of this stuff is going to be very, very easy to understand, but there's going to be a lot of you out there that don't understand it, and I'm going to try and cover that a decent amount and try and basically do what I do in my Enter the Gungeon series and talk about some of the items I get, some of the things I do, and kind of teach how to play as I go. Like I said, I've completed this game a few times over, so I think I know a decent amount of what I'm doing. I wouldn't say I'm as good at this game as I am at Enter the Gungeon, but I know enough about it. I've been watching Northern Lion play this for years and playing it myself for years as well, so I'm getting there. One thing I will talk about is, here is a secret room. Much like Enter the Gungeon, there are secret rooms, but in this game here, there are 2 secret rooms. One is your secret room, and one is your super secret room. The secret room, the regular one, is always adjacent to other rooms. Like, it's always, there's one room here, and then we'll go inside, and there'll be another room here. Like I said, look, 2 adjacent rooms. Sometimes there can be 4, sometimes there can be 3. But a super secret room doesn't have any adjacent rooms. The only entrance is the room that it's on. It doesn't have any adjacent rooms. And the way that that's been revealed to us, as you saw there, is the I Can See Forever pill. Now, pills are random things that you can take, random drops in this game, that will contain either good or bad effects, and you don't know what they are until you take that pill. But once you've taken it, which unlocks Lazarus, once you've taken a pill, if you find that same pill again, it will give you, like, the effect. You'll know the effect before you take it. And one of the greatest pills in the game is an I Can See Forever pill, which will reveal both of our secret rooms, as you saw there. So very useful indeed. Another thing I wanted to mention is the item that we got here, Seraphim, is a baby. And there's many baby items in this game, which are basically little followers that help you, similar to the Super Space Turtle and things like that from Enter the Gungeon. And they will just, like, fire random tears and things. All of them do different things. The Seraphim one is an angelic follower that fires Sacred Heart Shots, which is another item in this game. And basically, a Sacred Heart Shot is a slow-moving, high-damage homing tear. And that's going to help us deal a little more damage. Now, another thing you may notice, I know I'm covering a lot in this first floor, but there is a lot to cover in this game. But another thing you'll notice here is our map is actually just a question mark. We don't have anything, and as you can see at the bottom there, that's because we got Curse of the Lost. Now, there is curses in this game. I believe there's 5 total curses, and you can get them randomly on each floor. I'm really lost on where we're going here, actually. You can get them randomly on each floor, and they do certain things, and the one that we got here, unfortunately, takes away our vision of the map, and it's why you can see me stumbling around not knowing where the hell I'm going. But I think here we go. So this right here is our boss room. We do have red fires here. red fires actually shoot at you, whereas normal yellow fires or orange fires do not. Here we go, got our first boss here, Larry Jr., not too hard at all, a very slow moving boss. He can charge you down, but his attacks really aren't that hard to dodge at all. Just keep your distance from him, and you'll be okay. We shouldn't get hit by this guy, but even if we do, there is no problem, because this game doesn't work based on getting health upgrades for flawlessing like Enter the Gungeon does. Health upgrades are just given via random items and things like tinted rocks. And here we go, we got another 2 spirit hearts and Squeezy, which increases our fire rate, which is really nice. You can see our stats on the left-hand side there. The one that says 8 is our tier rate. The lower that is, the higher our fire rate. So that's something we want to be keeping an eye on. Now, we're on to the second floor, and this is where having them soul hearts really comes into play. Now, we have a lot of them. I mean a hell of a lot. It's very, very, very rare that you'll leave the first floor with this many soul hearts. But having these soul hearts is very good because there is a thing in this game called a deal with the devil, which is exactly as it sounds. You make a deal with the devil, you trade your HP in exchange for powerful items. But the only way to get a deal with the devil is actually via that percent chance you can see at the bottom there. The upside down cross that says 100%, and that is our deal with the devil chance. Your deal with the devil chance is 100% on the second floor every single time, but if you get hit on a red heart, if you take red heart damage, you actually lose that chance. It goes all the way down to 0. And then, yeah, you just lose it. But actually, I think it might even go down to 33%. I can't remember the exact percent chances. But it definitely lowers by quite a significant amount. So having these soul hearts is actually going to protect our red hearts. And it'd mean we'd have to get hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'd have to get hit 13 times before we'd actually get hit on a red heart. So it's basically impossible that we lose our deal with the devil here. Another great thing as well is deal with the devils trade in red hearts until you don't have any left, and then it trades in soul hearts. So it means that we'll be able to trade away those red hearts for extra power and extra deal with the devil items, which are often quite good, but still have a lot of soul hearts to back us up, which is really nice. I did see there was a tinted rock back in another room earlier, and we'll try and make our way back over to that if we get a bomb drop. Now here's another pill. Pills are relatively risky. They can be bad, they can be good. That one there was actually a bad pill. It made our hitbox slightly larger and our character model slightly larger. But there we go, there's a bomb. Found our item room. Now this is the Lucky Foot. It gives us a 1 luck upgrade, which is actually really nice. Luck is going to determine the amount of room drops we get and the quality of those room drops. And it's gonna be really nice to get extra HP drops and extra money drops and things like that, because a lot of your resources in this game actually come from room drops and not much else. You'll find random chests every now and again, but chests aren't the way they are in Enter the Gungeon. Now you can find items in chests, but you mainly find your items from your item rooms, not chests. Chests can contain anything, from items to various consumables to cards to pills, all sorts of stuff. There's very, very, very high amount of things in the chest pools. But also, like, another way this game works is each type of item you can get resides in its own pool. So the items that drop from bosses are in the boss pool. The items that drop from item rooms are in the treasure pool. The items that drop from the Deal the Devil are in the Deal the Devil pool. The angel ones in the angel pool. The chest ones in the chest pool. There's all different ones. And some of those do cross over. You can find some items in multiple different pools, but a lot of the time you'll only find ones in specific pools. So if you're looking for a certain item, you can kind of try to aim to get it via various means. Obviously, you're not always going to get the chance to go for them, but a Deal the Devil is the main one I'm thinking of here. Like, you can really aim to get specific items by trying to get a Deal the Devil. And as you see here, we actually got Magic Mush, which is by far the best item in the game. It gives you a 1 HP up, as you saw our red hearts increased, a range up, a speed up, and I think it's a 1.25, no, it's like a 2.25 damage multiplier, so our damage not only increases, but every damage upgrade from now on actually increases our damage by even more. Now here is our Deal the Devil. We got 1 trade here for 2 hearts. Because our health is so high, I'm going to take it, walk diagonally through those spikes, and now we have flight and a little bit extra speed. Now speed isn't a stat that's be all end all. You don't need really high speed, but I didn't go back to that tinted rock. I apologize. You don't need really high speed, but it really does help out quite a lot in a lot of situations, so it's nice to have it. And flight is even better. It means we can get over rocks and things like that and actually open things like these chests. So if we get 4 keys, we can go for that. And that's actually a challenge room. It'll request that we fight a few waves of enemies in order to get the rewards. As soon as we try and open one of those chests, it will spawn the enemies. We can actually open all of the chests and then teleport out of the room via various means, different items and cards and things, and actually steal the items without doing any of the requirements that are given for that room, which is a really nice little way you can do that. But I'm actually going to spend a key here on our item room. It's much more valuable. And at the minute, we don't actually have that many items unlocked, so it's going to be a bit less quality of items in these first few runs. That one that we just got there is fairly poor. The Revenge Fly, when we get hit, it spawns a fly that attacks things. Now, here's something I want to show. I think this right here is our secret room. The reason I think that is because there's a room here with a very clear wall that's available to be smashed. A room here with a very clear wall that's available to be smashed. And then we'll see this next room. And yep, as I predicted, a very clear wall that has no rocks or obscured area. So if we put a bomb there, it's likely... Oh, it wasn't though. It was likely that that would be the secret room. Now, it's not always guaranteed, as you saw there, but based on my predictions, that's where I thought it could be, and I think that was a very good use of a bomb, even though it didn't actually pan out for us. It still was very useful. Now we can get things like bombs that are over top of rocks and things like that as well. You can see that there, a battery. That actually charges active items. So much like Enter the Gungeon, this game has active items too. And when you get those, you can get, you get it charged up not via damage like Enter the Gungeon, but actually via how many rooms you complete. And you can also charge them via batteries that you can find randomly. And as you can see, there's one right there. Something I want to talk about in this series as well. In this series, I'm not so much on the earlier episodes, as I'm going to be covering more gameplay than anything. But I think in this series, I actually did this in my previous Binding of Isaac series as well. But I'm gonna sort of talk more about like general chatting and a little less about the game. Now, I'm going to try to cover as many gameplay things as I can in the early days of the series, as people that haven't played the game may be confused, or even people that aren't as good at the game are going to want to know tips from someone that's played it a lot. So I'm going to try and stick to that format at least a bit, but I think adding in, like, I don't know, various life stories and, like, funny things I can chat about, things like that, is going to be something that a fair few people are interested in. I know that in my previous series, people tended to like that a little more. So you have to let me know what you guys think of that, but that's something that I'll end up, like, tossing in every now and again. As I said, for this first episode, with it being a little shorter and full health, that's nice to know. With it being a little shorter of an episode and also not particularly... Well, I say not particularly. Having a lot of... we just got a sack boy there, which is one of the best items in the game, by the way. Can donate to this machine here. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot more gameplay related things here. But yes, so Sackboy is, as you can see, puts a sack on your head, and it makes it gives money a chance to be a sack, and a sack is basically a little bag of consumables. It can give you all sorts of stuff, and those consumables are usually much better than the coins, making it a very good item. Now, this donation machine that you can see here is one of two things. For one, is a bank. It carries money over runs, and you can actually use a bomb to bomb the money out of it and use it on that run. It only pops out 3 or 4 coins each bomb, but it is a good way to get money on the run that you're currently on. Another thing it can be used for is actually donating to the shop and upgrading it. As you saw, there was only 2 items available for purchase there, but as you upgrade the shop, you'll not only unlock new items to be available in the in Binding of Isaac, just in the basement and things like that, you'll also get more shop items available to purchase, and that will persist throughout runs, so you can actually upgrade and enhance the shop as you go and make it much more useful. So whenever we have spare money that we don't need to spend, or whenever the item in the shop isn't very useful, we're going to try and donate, because you actually have to get to 999 to unlock one of the items, and that takes a long time. So we're going to be trying to do that at some point soon. Just every run, just putting a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more in there, and hopefully we can get that done in a fairly timely manner. It does take a long time, no matter what, because the thing is, even if you have 99 coins every run, it can jam. Like, you can only donate a certain amount per run, and that amount is completely random. It's not like a set amount. Sometimes you can donate 1 coin, it can jam. Other times you can donate 50 before it jams. It really does depend. But that is something that we're going to have to work towards. Along with playing Greed Mode, which has another separate donation machine that we need to fill, which is a whole other story. That's something I want to talk about as well. Like, people that know the game. Now, we do have 2 babies here. Now, this may seem like a stupid decision for people that know the game, but these are 2 of possibly the most terrible items in the Deal the Devil pool. They are just just awful. They are really bad. They are babies that fire very, very low damage tiers at a very slow rate. But we have a baby here already, the Seraphim baby. And I believe that you need 3 babies to get the conjoint transformation, and all 3 of these should contribute towards that, meaning we'll get the transformation. Now, if I'm right, I'll be very happy. We also unlocked Azazel. I was wrong. Oh, no. So, some babies... Basically, there's transformations in this game, and you need a certain set amount of items of a certain type in order to get the transformation. One of them is... the conjoint transformation, which makes you fire more tiers per shot, which is great. But we should have actually gone back for that other room and got all them chests. But honestly, it's not a big deal. We're not missing out on too much. I'm too deep in conversation here. But I made the mistake of thinking Seraphim was one of those babies. Unfortunately, it is not. Meaning that we've just bought 2 really terrible items for HP and got basically nothing from it. But one more baby should lead to it, because I'm pretty sure both Spectral and Sister Maggie do contribute to the conjoint transformation. Just unfortunately, I don't think Seraphim does. But another good thing about trading our HP there was Azazel was unlocked by making 3 deals with the devil in one run, and we just unlocked that, which is fairly nice. It does leave our health in a slightly more difficult spot, but it's not terrible. We just got Ouija board, actually. It gives us spectral tears, means we can shoot over the top of rocks, which is really nice when we have flight. Right, what we have here? We have a D6 room. Ooh. Ow. Just got hit there. D6 rooms reroll your entire run. All of your items become different items. So, we'll actually do that, you know. We'll do it. We'll do it. Oh. This is awful. This is genuinely terrible. Our damage is so unbelievably low. So that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. So we no longer have flight. We have bookworm, apparently, which is weird. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're firing tears through the Interdimensional Baby. But yes, now we have incredibly low damage. Now, that's the thing. There's always a risk of re-rolling a run. I tend to re-roll most of the time, unless my run is God tier. Now, that last run was incredible. We had some really good stuff. But it wasn't quite God tier, so I was willing to re-roll just to show off the mechanic. Now, those dice room can be dices 1 through 6. And basically, what each one of those does, I believe 1 is a reroll run, 2 rerolls consumables, 3 rerolls items on that floor that you're on, 4, I can't remember what 4 does, 5 restarts the entire floor and lets you play it again, and then 6 does all of the effects apart from 5. And so we got a reroll built into that one. Now, like I said, it has made our damage abysmal. We went from like 7 point something damage to 3.5, so we like halved it. Which is going to make fighting things obviously much more difficult. But we should be fine as long as we don't get hit too much by champion enemies. Now, champion enemies are very similar to jammed enemies. They have a lot more health, they do double damage, and they also have special effects associated with them, and sometimes have special drops associated with them too. And when you're playing on hard mode, as we are, because there is more unlocks in hard mode, and also I like the challenge, you find a lot more champion enemies. It's not like there's a deal with the devil chance equates to the amount of champion enemies you find or anything of that sort. But yeah, we are going to be finding a lot more champion enemies, but I really like the system that champion enemies go under. It would be interesting to see something like this in Enter the Gungeon, although it wouldn't quite fit as well as it does in this game. We'll go and take that penny now. As you can see, we've got the ladder, which actually lets us walk over 1 wide gaps. As you can see here, it's not particularly useful in this situation, but it is going to be useful in certain rooms. We can get consumables we won't be able to reach otherwise, and it kind of fills in a little bit for our flight. We do have sat bombs, which is something I didn't realise. Sat bombs are basically a bomb that shoots out your tiers with all your damage and modifiers, and the damage is slightly increased, I believe. So we can actually use our bombs, even though we only have 10, to deal quite a lot more damage and get a lot more effectiveness out of those. Ow. There we go, we got him. You see that bleed effect that's applying sometimes? We actually have like a backstabber item. I can't remember the exact name of that item. Is it called backstabber? Something like that. And that's going to let us deal a little extra damage to enemies. Right, we're going to donate a lot now. We unlock blue map for getting it to 10. And there we go, it's jammed. That item there is called Humbling Bundle. What that does is, we'll set this chariot card. What the Humbling Bundle does is it makes it so that all of your consumable finds are doubled. Every drop has double the amount of resources in it. So you'll find like a double stack of keys along with a double stack of money and things like that. It's very, very useful, but honestly, we don't need it too much considering I think we only have 1 or 2 floors left after this. I'm actually really worried about this run now. Like, our damage is so abysmally low. We had a black heart there. Black hearts are much like soul hearts, but they deal damage when you lose them, which is rather nice. Kind of like an on-hit effect. A nice bit of extra damage. But yeah, we're really banking on a very, very good boss item, Ordeal the Devil here. And I'm getting hit way too much. Way too much for it to be okay. Just that damage is so low. It's so low. We can't even kill one of those flies in 2 hits. It's abysmal. We did get a fire rate increase, which is nice. It's not going to make our run that much better. I believe it also gave us a soul heart as well, which is oof, very, very necessary. This run is really, really bad. This is the sort of run that you get on average. That one we had to start with was too good. This is the sort of run that you get on average. Nah, this is certainly below average. I think 1 damage up though will make this run just fine. It's bad right now. 1 damage upgrade will make it acceptable. Luckily, we have Interdimensional Baby, which is basically a baby that follows our movement with a few seconds delay, and if we shoot through him, we deal more damage. As you can see here, look, it doubles our amount of tears. So we can deal more damage if we shoot through him, which is why I've been, like, stumbling back and forward a lot, like, going like this. It just means it's a little easier to shoot through him, because he's going to follow us back into the position we were in. Okay, I'm not liking this. Don't like this room. Don't like this room at all. Oh, what was that noise? A noise happened. Don't know what that was. Come on. Got him. Oh, goddamn. That was a very risky reroll, but I felt like I had to show off the mechanic for those people that didn't know what it was. I couldn't leave it untouched, could I now? I feel like I was pussying out a bit too much. Oh my god. But yeah, this series is going to be going alongside Enter the Gungeon and Hollow Knight. Now, I know that a lot of you here are only here for Enter the Gungeon, or basically only here for Enter the Gungeon. And I know it's going to mean that Enter the Gungeon uploads do slow down a bit. And as much as I love that game, I don't want it to be the only game I play. And I also don't want it to be the only game my channel's ever known for. Like, although I love it, and I will always have it on my channel, I don't want it to be the only game I can play, because, I mean, for my own sake, I don't want to get bored of that game, but also for my channel's sake, like, if I ever did get bored of Enter the Gungeon, which I haven't yet, but if I ever did, and it was the only game I played on my channel, then I'd be making videos and not enjoying them, and I just don't want that. So I'm trying to not only lower the amount of it I play, but also give myself a bit of variety with other games like Hollow Knight and this. Now, like I said, this is a game I've played a lot of already, but Hollow Knight is completely new to me, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's very good. Okay, that white one can't be killed until everything else in the room is dead, which is a real pain. We'll do that. Nice. Makes things a bit easier. I actually saw that guy, that hearse thing got popped out of that skull. Now that is something that can happen. From the skulls you can get consumables, you can get enemies, you can get hearts, which is why I blew them up earlier. This is a room that we might want to blow some up on. Let's put a bomb there. No hearts. Just trying to get a little bit extra HP from them. This looks like a second secret room here. It is indeed. Now that is hearts, but that's not quite the right type. We do have Dark Bum though. Dark Bum takes red hearts and converts them into soul hearts. Or spiders. He gave me 2 soul hearts. You're a good lad, you're a good lad. He can give you spiders or soul hearts. We luckily got soul hearts there. I don't like this room. I don't like this room at all. We do not really have the damage to be doing this, especially with champions. Oh my god. The bleed effect is literally, like, saving us. It's not even that much damage, but it's so useful. Basically, we need to get into fire. Oh my god, how did I get hit by that? I really need to go to the shop and try and buy some HP. Because I'm not in a good spot at all here. There's one more somewhere. There he is. This guy's going to drop a red heart. Hopefully, the red champions normally do. It's not a guarantee, but a good chance. A good chance is good enough. Oh, damn it. Not a good enough chance. Where's the last one? There he is. God damn, he's running away from us. Laser beam boys. Brimstone Spiders. Brimstone is an item you can get where you fire lasers like that. It's incredibly powerful. Nothing in the shop. We do have a reroll machine though, so we will put into that and hope and pray that we get a soul heart, and we did. Nice, very nice. That kind of saved us there. That brought us back from the brink. We do have to not only beat the next floor and this boss, but also beat Mum's Foot. Mum's Foot isn't a particularly hard boss, but with low damage, it's a fight that can take a long time, and that can lead to getting a hit a lot more than I should. And this one's actually ended up being a lot longer than it should be, like, because of our ridiculously low damage. Full health is nice, but we don't actually need it with the current setup we've got here. Now, a good thing about having no red hearts and only soul hearts, it's basically impossible for us to lose our Deal the Devil chance. Oh my god, we got Linger Bean, which is just awful. It's just the worst. Not useful at all for us. I don't know why I went into this room. I really have no need to enter any other rooms. I can just go straight to the boss now. We got him. Cool. What's that? Faith up. A little bit extra angel chance. Not exactly useful, but not exactly terrible either. Right, let's go fight our boss. Right, I could be very risky here, and I did be very risky. It kind of paid off. I used a car that just spawns a bunch of bombs, and it's not only bombs, they're bombs that mimic your bullet effects, like with sad bombs. So it was kind of useful, but not particularly. Oh my god, lots of noise in the background. I'm having to use all my bombs here, which really isn't a good thing, because I'm gonna need those bombs like a lot for for Mum's foot, which is scary. Hopefully I'll get some on the next floor. Hopefully our shop and item room will be very, very nice to us on the next floor. I'm having a feeling they won't be, but maybe. Yeah, by the way, Linger Bean is leaving those little clouds that you can see that are dealing a little bit extra damage. We got hit against him. We've got the box, which is terrible, because it is just as it said, stuff. It doesn't give us anything else. That guy's going to help us out, though. Temperance is nice. A pill, which is a bad trip. We lost a heart. No! I took the wrong one. I don't know why I walked into that. I did not mean to. To be fair, it wasn't a bad choice. It was good. But I meant to take the other one, and my brain just ran towards Little Brimstone. So Little Brimstone, as he sounds, fires a Brimstone laser in a little bit smaller of a capacity as a familiar. And then Sin Robes is a damage up, which we desperately needed, along with 3 Spirit Hearts. So we actually gained health from that. But overall, we lost health because I took the wrong Deal the Devil. But it's upped our DPS by a metric hecton. So that's really good. Our DPS is a lot better now. And yeah, it was getting a little scary there. A little scary. A little scary. So we're going to be trying to use Little Brimstone as much as humanly possible. As you can see here, he does have a little charge bar to let us know when he's fully charged. But honestly, our own damage is doing pretty good. But our health is really in a dire spot. So we need some red heart drops for Little Brim to eat up, or just some straight up soul heart drops would be ideal. And we really can't afford to be hit too much. A bomb is nice. Getting like 5 or 6 bombs for the fight is of utmost importance. Utmost importance. There we go. Eat that up. Eat that up, boy. Drop a soul heart for me. Nah, he needs 1.5 red hearts to do a drop. And like I said, it's not always a soul heart, but a lot of the time it is. Right, we can get these through the wall with a Little Brim, which is really nice. The little poop guys are super weak little corn poops. Oh, this is a bad room. This is a really bad room. These ghosts are not only very annoying, they can be very telefraggy. If you don't know what telefragging is, it's when an enemy spawns basically on top of you, giving you almost no time to react. And it happens a lot with those ghosts. Luckily, they're both dead because the Little Brim is a god. He's quite loud, but he is a god. He's been quite noisy. Ooh, what's this? Black tooth, it looks dead. Nah, we'll take our leash. If you wonder what the leash is doing, the leash basically keeps our familiars closer to us, meaning that Little Brim stays a lot closer and means he's a lot easier to hit enemies with. which is a big deal. It's a really big deal. Oh, we've got the keeper here. So sometimes shops can have the keeper in them, which is great sometimes, but when it's your last shop, it's not really what you're looking for. He just drops a bit of money and can sometimes drop the Steam sale, which makes all items purchased from that point onwards 50% off, which is nice. But in that situation right there, it's not particularly anything of use to us. And we are just going to be trying to find our item room, then trying to find our boss, and that's kind of all she wrote. And hopefully some extra HP. That'd be real nice. You brimstone me, I brimstone you. So we have found our boss. We have found our boss. Okay, we got a lot of those dead as well. It's very nice. Soul heart, just a pill. What makes you larger? Really don't want to be any larger than I already am. Not particularly good. Now, another thing about Band of Isaac, which is a shame, is there's no teleporting at all. Like, you have to traverse back through the rooms, which isn't as bad in this game because... Oh, my God, that was a bad hit. Rooms are, like, the floors are much shorter, but still it would be nice to not have to backtrack so much. Item room is genuinely garbage. It's a spacebar item that gives us pills every now and again, and that really doesn't do anything for us at all. It really doesn't. So we're going to be heading into this mom's fight with what I'd like to call very, very, very low HP and quite scared. I don't know why I did that. What I should have done here is pop my other temperance. You really gave me a spider on that. Could you not have given me a soul heart? That would have been so much better. Yeah, we're heading into this fight in what I'd like to call a very tricky spot. Now, our damage is not going to be so bad that we can't beat this boss, but we basically can't take damage, otherwise we're going to die. There's a tinted rock there. It gave me a soul heart. That was very, very useful. I'm going to get rid of almost all these rocks. Even though it's going to waste my very precious sad bombs, I want to get rid of those rocks to give me more room to move about. Now, our priority is taking out all of the spawned enemies as quickly as they spawn, because any of them that shoot or move, which is basically all enemies in the game, are going to be kind of problematic for us. The little weedy ones like that and the flies aren't too bad, but the guys that chase us down, they're a real problem, because when the foot stomps, it is relentless, and it does not care, so it could very easily stomp on us when we are trying to dodge the foot. Now, luckily, it looks like we're going to be able to do this so far. Luckily, Little Brim as well is really doing us a great job there, and we managed to beat her. I'll shut up with this.
This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Oh my God. Spooky. But yes, that is the first of many, 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 many runs on the Binding of Isaac. And we have now unlocked a whole plethora of challenges that we have to do at some point. We've unlocked many new characters. If we have a look here, we've got Lazarus, we've got Azazel, we've got Eve. So we've got Magdalene, Cain, Judas, Samson, Eden, Lilith, Apollyon left to get. But yes, that is our first win and our first run. And it actually went on a little longer than I thought. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something about the game. And I hope you guys stick around for this and enjoy this series. I'm quite looking forward to getting back into this. And I really hope that a lot of you new people get involved in this. Even if you are mainly here for Enter the Gungeon. I hope that you enjoy my Band of Isaac and Hollow Knight content alongside that. And anything else that I might play. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.